The following podcast contains adult language, profound stupidity, hardcore nudity, and drug references. Children should not be listening to it. Everybody else can fuck a buck or rock off.
Nailed it.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. My name is Poppascotch, and with me, as always, is Chump Slap.
God's a kid with an ant farm, lady. He's not planning anything.
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
Holy shit, you kept the Alibaba sword?
Perfect. All right. So anyway, Doctor.
There's no way to follow that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure where to go from there, so I'm just gonna say, how about you keep rolling there, Dr. Syintist, and tell us what you've been doing this week. What you've been watching, playing, what's going on?
Well, I've been trying to sleep and it's not working. But
Why would it?
yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. I played a Borderlands a little bit in the new Bloody Harvest DLC. It's all right. I got it. There's a new grenade in it it's pretty awesome. It's better than the Hex, I think, but
Sweet.
for me at least. It doesn't home in, but it's still all right. I put Prototype away and played Medieval yesterday and today.
Is it as good as you remember it?
Yeah, it's exactly like I remember it. Frustratingly difficult at parts. Annoying.
How do the controls hold up?
All right. Much better than Prototypes did.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I think the only thing I watched all week was Watchmen.
Well, how was that? I want to get into that, but I'm waiting for a couple more episodes to come out.
Oh, you watched the show?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's, I don't know.
Say HBO?
It's all right. I think it really has nothing to do with, yes, it's HBO. It's kind of just in the same universe as Watchmen, but really nothing to do with it. I don't know. I kind of seen where it goes. Seems more of like a racially charged Watchmen than Watchmen.
I've been hearing good things about it.
It's not bad. It's really good, but
It's different. It's not what you expected.
yeah.
That's cool.
Kind of expected it to be like the movie, and it's got vigilante superheroes and masks, which is about all it has in common with the movie.
Yeah.
Well, more do you need?
Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Manhattan. Or is he, I don't know if this happens after this or before. I don't know what the timeline is with it, but
Interesting.
Interesting.
yeah, it's all right. We'll see how more episodes go.
How many episodes are out now?
One.
Wasn't it just the one? Yeah. Yeah, give it. I plan on giving it a shot, but I have so much more stuff to catch up on.
Like what? What did you do this week that you didn't catch up on them?
Oh, well, I'm thank you for asking so much and segueing
Segue.
into that so nicely. Attaboy. I did catch up on the new It's Always Sunnies that have come out.
Oh, I haven't looked at those yet.
Well, this isn't really spoiling anything, but there's, you know how they did like the Mac Day and we had Country Mac?
Yeah.
They do D-Day this year.
Nice.
Is that a play on D-Day?
Like D Reynolds, her day.
but
And it's pretty fucking great.
is there a country D?
It's basically her getting back at all of them. And they can't do anything about it.
I got to find something that it's on that I can watch it.
Yeah, I know. I can't watch it on FXX.
Yeah, and it's not on Hulu until next year.
Well, don't you have like do neither of you have cable?
Nope.
Who the fuck would have cable?
I mean, I don't either. I pay for PlayStation View, but just so I can get logins to stuff like FX now or whatever it is. It's like $60 a month, which, by the way, I don't have much to mention on this, just this, but I heard rumors coming around that PlayStation is shopping around PlayStation View.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what is
They're
it?
trying to get it. They're trying to sell that portion of their business,
Oh,
which
okay.
should be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that going to do? Do the same thing, just not be a Sony thing?
Pretty much, yeah.
So
Like,
lose all
I
the
mean-
Sony
You
content.
can get it on your fucking Roku next. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's just YouTube and Hulu have live TV now, so it's like, well, PlayStation, I think, really fucked it up. They were like one of the first on the market to offer this, and it just sucks. Anyway, doesn't matter. What else did I do? How about we talk about what else I did?
Yeah, what did you do?
Did you beat Borderlands yet?
No, I didn't beat Borderlands yet. I'm level 36 now, though, so that's better than last time.
What were you, 34?
31.
Wow.
Yeah, 31. I'm coming along. I'm at one of the last missions, maybe, where You're gonna now storm the COV stronghold after finding out a big spoiler about Tannis.
The game's been out for almost 2 months. I'm pretty sure you can say it.
2 months isn't long enough for spoilers.
People who listen to this podcast, it is.
I just fucking got there, so like,
Yeah, right.
I guess it's not. Then again, I've been MIA most of the last 2 months with work travel, but
And masturbating.
yeah, well, I mean that's always built into
That's
the
what he
schedule.
calls
Work travel.
Yeah, thank you.
That's code. That's what the code is for work travel.
Yeah, I've been work traveling all day.
Did you go to work? Yeah, but it was like a travel day, so masturbated at work all day.
So did you like Pain and Terror?
Yeah, they were pretty good. Why did you not like them?
They were all right. It's just funny because it's Penn and Teller, but
I didn't realize it was him till I started destroying that mobile bunker thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was them until I was like, wait, that sounds a lot like that Penn Jillette fellow. Then I saw the picture. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the Terror
Gotcha.
just gave it away.
Pain and Terror? That almost sounds like Penn and Teller.
I didn't get it. I didn't put it together, guys.
It's all right.
What can I say? But played Borderlands. I really want to get into. I still haven't touched NHL much. I haven't touched at all the Ghostbusters remake I want to really get into. Modern Warfare, I want to at least play the campaign, but I'll probably wait for that to go down. Outer Worlds came out. I'm so fucking far behind. I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. Well,
Break your legs. You don't have to go to work.
That's a good point. Then I could sit at home for multiple months.
Yeah. And collect disability.
But then I can't play hockey.
You could play NHL 2000 on your PlayStation.
Oh, that's a good point. I could catch up on that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
It's exercise.
Let me think about it.
When he's work traveling, he'll get his exercise.
But I also remember last week when I told you guys I went to a horror movie marathon.
Yes.
I went to another one this week.
Which
yesterday.
one was better?
The second one.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
Yeah, there was they screened 4 movies. One of them was
Chucky.
no, I wish it was Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Oh man, that's a terrible movie.
Classic, though.
It is a classic. I
It's a
thought
classic
it was amazing.
terrible movie. Yes.
Yes.
But it's a terrible fun movie.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you, Syintist. How does that sound?
Oh, wow. What a shock. Scientist doesn't like it.
I just
Yeah,
don't think
I know,
it's
right?
fun.
Especially when he realizes that you like it.
Yeah. He's like, oh, wait, do you like it? Yeah, I thought it was shitty.
Yeah.
You've caught on. You don't need
You
another
and that
podcast
stuff you
anymore.
like can go fuck themselves. How does that sound? No, then the second movie was a Chinese movie called Centipede Horror, which I had never heard of before.
See, the original Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Maybe it was fucking weird, dude. It was super. There was like 2 evil. I guess I could call them. I don't know how else to put this. Ninja shamans
That sounds right.
who would fight on the astral plane.
It's almost like Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
You know what? It's more like that than you'd think. But and then the evil guy was summoning centipedes that would bite people and kill them. And then the good shaman would resurrect these chicken bone skeletons that would fight the centipedes. It was very strange.
Sounds amazing.
Was it scary?
No, it wasn't scary. It was from like the 70s or 80s, probably the 80s. But it was ridiculous. I'm glad I saw it. Then they played a movie I'd never even heard of called Death Spa.
Oh, yeah, Death Spa.
Yeah. They're just rattling off the classics now.
No, right? That was a super duper cheesy 80s slasher that is about a
Let me guess. A spa where people die.
right, like a gym, super big hair 80s gym style aerobics shit.
Do you get headbands and a lot of people? And
Yes, a lot of headbands. They actually gave out headbands as the clue to the movie. They give out these. I swear to God, they give out like little trinkets to try and like get you to guess what the movie is, because the whole bit of the event is you have no idea what the movie is until it starts rolling. So their clue was an actual headband.
who would have
Like,
fucking
all right,
got
here's
that?
your clue.
I would have. I've seen Death Spa.
But it was pretty great. It was very confusing. It was about a computer, like a gym that has a super new computer system that like does all the weights and resistance automatically, and it starts killing people. But then the owner, his dead wife, is killing people as a ghost, It never really makes sense.
Oh, so
they
it's
never
a contest
explain.
between the dead wife and the malevolent computer.
Right. Well, yes, but the man who
It doesn't
the
sound
guy
as ridiculous
who's
as it sounds.
it gets even more confusing because the guy who's managing the computer system is the brother of the wife who died.
Oh, Von Orman. It's Damien from The Omen.
Weird twin magic going on. It's very strange, but a lot of people laughing in the theater at the times you're not supposed to laugh at, so it was a good time.
How many stars would you give it?
Out of how many? 20? Our normal 27?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I didn't think there was a question.
Well, it's a bad fucking movie, so that takes away points. But it's fun in its terribleness. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 27.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's all right.
It's like if you find yourself watching it, you're like, well, I don't regret watching it because I laughed a lot at it, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
But you're not going to be like, I'm not going to watch it again.
I can work travel while it's on.
Yeah, I knocked out a couple work trips.
Ooh, those 80s hair.
But the other one, the last one, they always show a more recent or a more popular one, and we saw Phantasm, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, all right.
Phantoms like a motherfucker?
Dude, I fucking wish they would have showed Phantoms. I would have went nuts. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. I had to drive down to Woodbridge,
Yeah.
which was like 30 miles away, down 95, so that's always fun. It took me forever to get there, but whatever. No one gives a shit about traffic patterns in the D.C. area,
No.
so
Not even people who live there.
Yeah.
yeah, let's move on to you, Chump Slap. I'm finally done talking, so why don't you give us an update on what you did this week?
I watched Death Spot. Wait.
Oh, can you imagine?
No, I watched Keanu Reeves movies. I watched John Wick 1, 2,
Speed.
Knock Knock,
Point Break.
Point Break,
Nice.
Yes.
River's Edge, and Constantine.
Classics.
Nice.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Nah, I didn't get to that one yet. I might have to stop now. I think I've seen too much Keanu Reeves.
That's not
How
possible.
dare you? How dare you?
And other than that, I just played some Borderlands, barely any. Just trying out the new haunted shit.
Oh, did you? Sorry to interject here, but I'm gonna say this before I forget. But did you see the new glitch that's happening?
No.
You can't mark your shit as junk or favorite unless it's equipped.
Yeah. Well, you could do it in the bank and when you're selling it, but you can't do it in your backpack.
Oh, is that why I can't do it? No.
Yeah, I couldn't do it forever.
It was pissing me off. I was like, I'm done
Yeah.
playing this shit.
Yeah, it was really annoying. I almost don't want to play it if I wasn't so hopefully close to the end.
You can't mark it as junk. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I keep going through the shit over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, did I look at this stuff already and compare? Yeah, I did already compare it. So,
What did you
fuck.
think of the DLC? Well, I guess it's not DLC.
It's all right. I mean, it's good for a free DLC.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying you have to beat it 25 times to get all the stuff.
Yeah, because I tried to go right back after it, but apparently you can't.
No, you have to
He only
kill
spawns
25
once.
more.
Yeah.
I just got to the point where it opened up the gate.
Oh.
I haven't actually gone into it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What's
not
the
that
point
bad.
if you're not level 50 then, really?
Right.
Farm for...
What's the point if you haven't beaten the game yet is a better question.
I'm trying, bro. I'm
He's
getting
working
there.
on it.
It's taking time.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Word.
All right.
I don't have a life, all right? Just,
Hey, you did more than I did.
yeah, more Keanu Reeves movies.
Not to call you out in front of the world, but I have a feeling, I don't know why I have this feeling, but I have a feeling that you watch way more movies than you lead on.
He forgets most of them by the time he comes
it's
in.
not that I
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's me too.
I probably watch 3 a day.
Nice.
I don't really
Nice.
consider it watching them either because I usually put it on in the
Yeah.
background and
It's usually on while I'm playing
do
Borderlands.
shit. Yeah, play a game, look on my phone, buy stupid records online.
Oh, did you get any new records?
Yeah, I got the Chump Slap 7-inch. Apparently, there was a band called Chump Slap in 1996. And they
I thought that's where you got the name.
No, they
Oh.
released one 7-inch. I picked it up.
Fucking awesome. We're going to have to
How
get
did you find that?
That's a
Did you
great
just
question.
Google
I just Googled Chump Slap. It used to just come up with my Twitter, and then I saw a band. I was like, "What? Get the fuck
This
out
band from 25 years ago didn't come up until now?
Yeah. Apparently, my Twitter was more popular.
That's awesome. And also sad for them.
Yeah, it is. I didn't even get to listen to it yet.
Yeah,
but-
sorry for clearing my throat, but I'm sick as shit.
Kind of disappointed you didn't order me a Chump Slap 7-inch, but whatever. That's fine, I guess.
Wow, that sounds a little homoerotic.
I'll give you a Chump Slap 7.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Wow, didn't even think of that. Wow.
He's got a Chump Slap 7-inch right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoo-ah. I think if you say it like, what's his name? The actor? The hoo-ah! Al Pacino?
Yeah.
It took too long to come up with Al Pacino.
Chump slap. Hoo-ha. I don't think that works.
No.
No, you just got to work on it a little bit. You'll get there. I believe in you.
Somebody does.
I was just going to say at least one person does.
It's one more than I thought.
Is there anything coming out you guys are looking forward to? Movies or game-wise?
No. I saw that Fallout 76 is charging people by the month.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's on my news to talk about. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Dive head first.
Yeah, it's apparently a subscription model. You can still play online without it. However, it's like a premium subscription thing that gives you private servers. But yet the private servers, anyone on your friends list can just jump in. So it's not fucking private now, is it?
Well,
So that's one of the problems.
I guess you.
Well, I mean, not anybody can't just jump in. But
Yeah, you can't just get hurt by people you don't know.
No, on your friends list, they can just jump into your session.
yeah. I mean, it's not public.
Right, but it's not private either.
private enough. Well, either way, it's fucking. What do they want? Like $12 a month for it?
Yeah, $12.99 a month or $100 for the year.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
For a game
Yeah.
that sucked.
Yeah, and something that you're going to release a year after it's come out. Like, they are sticking to their release plan for this game when it did not start out well for them.
Yeah, what are they trying to make it like an MMO or some shit?
I guess so. Which is insane when you're like, hey, let's make one of the most popular single-player franchises multiplayer and then dump everything we have into it. That just seems like a crazy plan.
Yeah, and then make it shitty and charge people for it a year later.
Yeah, and the game launched a year ago, it's saying here, which I don't even remember when it came out. I guess it was November last year?
Yeah, it's usually they like November releases. so
The only thing I remember is when Chump Slap was playing it when we started recording this.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I remember that being like, oh shit, you're still playing that? And that was like,
Yeah.
that was end of the year, right? Like
Yes.
January-ish?
Sounds about right, like 2 or 3 months into it.
It's just, yeah, people are not liking the this Fallout 76 plan. The subreddit's going crazy, saying like, I've been trying to defend this game to all my friends for a year, and now I can't even fucking do that.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell are they even thinking?
Yeah, that's insane, absolutely insane. But speaking of subscription services,
How's your Stadia going for you?
that's funny you should ask. because- So Google. This is actually about Stadia. Wait till you hear this bullshit.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But Stadia, or I should say Google, not Stadia. Google has put out a press release basically saying you might have to wait to play Stadia even if you pre-ordered. Because the Founders Edition, the one I bought, is now completely sold out. So they came up with another edition called the Premier Edition, which is pretty much the exact same fucking thing. But they're like, oh yeah, by the way, the service launches on November 19th. And the packages are going to start shipping as early as November 19th. So they're not even going to have the shit in people's hands when the service opens.
Well, at least it won't crash on the first day.
Well, they have to let people review it who are gonna review it for like news and shit. Be like, oh wow, look at.
You think that would be done before the release time, though?
Maybe they're gonna let it once they open the servers. Just let these couple people on, and then let the public have it.
I mean, maybe, but it's just ridiculous that they say releases November 19th. You order the stuff for November 19th. You want to start playing on November 19th, and they're like, oh yeah, it might be like a week later.
Yeah,
It's not a great start.
during
Just saying.
Thanksgiving.
Well, is Bethesda doing it?
Oh,
Burr. Oh, low-hanging fruit, but you nailed it. You nailed it. But, so, yeah, Stadia's not up to a good start. And remember, we just talked about, was it last week or the week before, where they put out a press release saying, yo, our shit's going to be, like, what did they say specifically? I don't want to...
it's not going to work at first, and you're going to have to get better.
Negative lag or some shit?
Yeah, something like...
It's going to work faster than your computer can actually do.
Right, yeah, like in a year, it's going to work better than any computer hardware out there. It's like, dude, fuck you, really? Yeah, and I'm going to get blown by Buddha while we're at it. Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, if you pre-ordered it.
Yeah. That's what the Premier Edition's about. Blowjobs from Buddha.
You'll get blown a week later. It actually ships. Oh, that was...
You're just going to wait and wait and wait for it, and then when you forget about it, he's going to show up.
Blumpkin.
Oh, hashtag Blumpkin. Been waiting to use that
Buddha
one for a long time.
Buddha Blumpkins. It's so wrong.
And while we're still on PlayStation services, I do have something to report back.
Still on? We were talking about Stadia.
Oh, it's a different one. I was talking about now PlayStation Now. Remember PlayStation Now? I told you guys I signed up for it with the price break. So I actually got some stick time with it. And you like that?
Some
and
work travel.
Yeah, there we go.
So now there's two things I really like about it. The first thing is you can choose to stream the game or you can choose to download it and just play it off your system.
Wasn't it always like that?
No, it was only just previously streaming.
Oh.
So that's an interesting feature. Basically, it just gives you their library, and if you want to, whatever games you want to play, you can just download them. And they're good for as long as your subscription lasts, obviously.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. And the other thing that's pretty cool is this: if you go into the PlayStation Store, like I was looking at the Halloween sale to see what's going on there. If you have a PlayStation Now account, the store will tell you if the game's on PlayStation Now. It won't even give you the option to buy it.
Oh, so they don't try to rip you off. That's cool.
Right, exactly. It's not like they do some kind of scumbag thing like, I don't know, try to charge a subscription service for the game that's been out for a year when it gives you fucking nothing new and it sucks.
Why would they do that?
All right, so how many games have you played on your PlayStation Now?
I've downloaded 2 of them.
That wasn't what I asked.
How many I've played yet? None, because I'm trying to get through fucking Borderlands 3 so I can play other games.
Now we play the game.
He's hate playing Borderlands.
Yeah, I am hate playing Borderlands until it's fucking over. But, I mean, I'm having fun playing Borderlands. It's just, you know what I think the problem was? Too many long games in a row. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put in an indie title that's only a couple hours. You know, you gotta, get more variety.
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But it
keeps your sanity.
It sucks. Yeah, I have to learn from you. I have so much to learn from you, Dr. Syintist.
I know, I can only teach so much.
Don't tell him that. God, his head's just getting so big.
Is that why these don't fit anymore? I'm not the one who broke my headphones.
Hey, they're fixed now.
With his size 65 head.
Or size 8 or whatever we went over.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Like, you fucking fight about it?
They don't call it the Chump Slap 7-inch for nothing.
Boom. That's definitely a hashtag. So last piece of news I have is Ubisoft and one other game publisher have put out delays for some of big games coming out next year.
Publisher?
Sucker Punch? Who makes The Last of Us? I don't remember.
No idea.
I think it's, I don't know.
Poppascotch.
You're right.
But The Last of Us 2 got delayed. It was supposed to be... It was just announced like last week or the week before. It was going to be February 21st. And now it's getting pushed back to May 29th,
a whole
2020.
Month?
Well, February to May, 3 months.
Yeah, what kind of calendar is Syintist rocking?
Well, from February to March.
Naughty Dog, they did it. Sorry. We should have known that.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah,
One of us should have known that. That's pretty bad. The other games that have been announced, Gods and Monsters, which is supposed to be a new IP from Ubisoft, got delayed. Watch Dogs Legion got delayed, and Rainbow Six Quarantine. They were all slated for early 2020, fiscal Q4 2019, but now they got pushed back to the next fiscal year, so they're not going to come out to the earliest being late spring 2020.
April. I never even heard of any of those games and didn't know they were coming out.
You're going to wait to just before the PlayStation 5's released to throw them out there?
Maybe they're just putting the brakes on it and releasing them for both.
Yeah.
That at least makes sense. But they also put out, this is just a side note to Ubisoft. Ubisoft's taking a hit lately because they have these delays, and then they had another press release that said they had 2 intellectual properties strongly underperform. One being Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which everyone is bitching about currently, and they said that the Division 2 underperformed for them as well.
Well, you didn't play it enough then.
Yeah.
Dude, I played it
probably
so...
all you're complaining about the gun.
Yeah.
You couldn't get.
There's one stupid gun that scratches your ass for you I can't find.
Dude, you know what the sad thing is? I got that gun, I broke it down, I crafted the thing I wanted, and since I did that, I may have used that gun twice.
Well, yeah. Once you get everything you want, what the hell's the point of playing?
Yeah, and then there was nothing else that was driving me enough to keep playing. You guys know how this goes. What am I telling you guys about?
Exactly.
But so what are your guys' thoughts on delays?
Happens.
Yeah, I've got enough to play. It doesn't matter if it comes out sooner or later.
I remember being so mad when games used to get delayed.
Yeah, back in the day when you're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Right, but now I'm right there with you guys. Like, you know what? That's fine. That gives me more time to catch up on these other 50 fucking games I haven't played.
I've got 15 games downloaded on my PlayStation that haven't even been opened.
Yeah, and none of them are Toe Jam and Earl, are they?
Yeah, no, none of them are.
It's a goddamn shame.
Hey, it hasn't been on sale yet.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it? It hasn't been on sale cheap enough that I'll pay for it.
True.
No, we went over it on the podcast. I'm like, it's on sale for how much? $20? Nah, it's too much.
It's
That's too much.
$10.
If it was $7.99, I'd buy it.
That's your price point?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if me or Chump Slap find it, we'll
Yeah, you better let me
send
know.
it your way.
Yeah, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
That is all the video game news I have for you guys. That was quite a bit.
It's good.
Yeah.
News, updates. Wanted to pad that out a little bit because our game is a little... it's good, but it looks a little sparse on the story elements we'll discuss. But why don't we go ahead and get into it anyway? How's that sound?
Let the slapper take over.
Let's.
Yeah, this is definitely a slapper if I've ever seen one.
Wait, what was the line? The slapper picks you.
Sometimes you pick a slapper. Sometimes a slapper picks you.
Fantastic. So this game we are doing today is called Condemned: Criminal Origins. Thank you, Chump Slap. It was released November 22nd, 2005, exclusively for the Xbox 360, then I think eventually got ported to PC. It was developed by Monolith Productions and published by some small indie startup called Sega.
Sega.
Thank you. Awesome. It's a survival, melee-centric survival horror game written by a gentleman by the name of Frank Rook, who apparently stopped writing games after this and got into the design of games and has a pretty impressive resume, actually.
What's on his resume?
I don't have it directly in front of me, but I know he did a whole bunch of shit.
All right, that's good.
Some good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up.
It was a valid question.
Okay, now that I brought it up, he's been the design director or lead level designer or lead game designer for stuff such as Condemned, obviously Condemned 2, Bloodshot, Fear 2, Scribblenauts, Lego Rock Band.
Lego Rock Band?
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was this? The Lego games are awesome and the Rock Band games are awesome. I guess it makes
I
sense.
didn't know they made that.
Yeah, neither did I. Is it a guitar made of Legos?
No, I think it's just Rock Band with Legos playing the music behind it.
Oh.
Those
No.
Lego people will license their shit to anybody.
Wow, what a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah.
But he also did Fear 3, Mortal Kombat, the one that came out in 2011, and then Lollipop Chainsaw. He was the
Nice.
design director.
Can't wait to do that game.
It was on my short list to pick this week, but I didn't pick it.
But so that is the real quick and dirty lead up to the game. How about Mr. Chump Slap? How about you give us a small lead into the story? Where are we at when the story begins?
Well, we just get thrown right into the story where Thomas, wait, what's his name? Something.
Ethan.
Ethan Thomas.
Correct.
He's
I
an
had no idea. That's
FBI agent, Special Crimes Unit.
Oh,
And he's,
that's what the SCU stands for. Okay,
Jeez.
now it makes sense.
and he just shows up at a murder scene where the cops are showing him around. They're like, here's the body, here's the thing. And
You're in a shitty neighborhood.
you're real bad. There's gangs and junkies everywhere. They keep saying that
Yeah.
through the entire game. And you're told to investigate. And they're like, here, use your phone and
Take pictures.
take pictures, and the system will tell you what to use when you figure out there's a clue there. So that's what you do. You go around looking for clues to try to figure out this murder.
You have cool lights that show you all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you got some like UV lights and shit, looking for cum stains.
I
and stuff.
assume that's what it is.
Yeah, obviously. But it's like there's a lot of melee-centric combat. There's guns, but it's also a lot of detectiving. Like, I guess detectiving, puzzling.
Okay, yes.
Puzzle detectiving. A puzzling detector game.
Detector game.
Puzzling. Yes, exactly.
Who? Yes, that's exactly what I have written here.
Puzzling detector game.
Puzzling detector.
Shit, I have nothing else written.
It's all you just got free ball it from there. I love it. Yeah. So where do we start? Well, he's in the scene of the murder, and then what kind of shit goes down?
Well, he's checking out, and then he finds out that he's got some lady on the phone who's like, I don't know what the hell they call
Lab
it.
girl.
Your lab technician. Thank you.
Yeah, I get that's what
She's
I got.
a detector.
She's a special detector,
Yeah.
She's a lab detector.
and she helps him. She just every picture you take goes to her, and then she tells you what's going on. So you see this body, you take some clue notes, send them to her, and then all of a sudden the power goes out.
It's the matchmaker that's doing this. The serial killer,
Yes,
the matchmaker.
we assume it's the
Yes.
matchmaker because of the scars on the guy's face, the mannequin's face, and
Right, the MO,
Yes.
if you will.
yes,
Signature.
the modus operandi.
That's what that means?
I'm fucking blowing all you guys away, huh?
Yeah, and it fucking Chump Slap's nailing anagrams today. Attaboy.
ABC, BBD.
East Coast family.
Motown Philly.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
So I don't know any of the words.
Yeah.
That should have been
Boys to
painfully
men,
obvious.
going on. Not too hard, not too soft.
Shout out to our local friends, Boys to Men.
Friends
obviously.
of the podcast.
Obviously, who isn't?
Are Boys to Men on a podcast?
I'm sure.
Do they host a
I
podcast?
think they still tour.
They edit this one.
Did you see the movie Long Shot? That one with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron.
No, I
No.
did not.
There's a bit where the place where they meet or reunite is a party that, like a private party that Boys to Men happen to be playing at. So I think they're still out there, still using them pipes, singing. That doesn't matter. Let's move on with the game.
I wonder how much it costs to get Boys to Men at your party. Probably less than you think.
$10,000.
It's less than I thought. All right, but
So
you
the
try
power
to
goes out.
you try to go put the power back on. Blah blah blah. The cops let you go to the basement all by yourself and shit.
Yeah, chasing a suspect.
Yes.
He's got to be here somewhere. I smell cigarettes.
Oh yeah. It's like, you smell that? It's a cigarette. Put that cigarette out, Johnson. It's like, I don't even smoke, sir.
Where's that?
Where's that smell come from?
Must be out the window. He's upstairs. Go
He's
get him.
upstairs, go get him. So you're running after him. You get knocked the fuck out. He steals your gun.
Pretty easily, I'd say.
Yeah, and it doesn't
Yeah.
take much effort.
It's ridiculous. He doesn't shoot you, but he shoots the other two cops.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you wake up on a couch.
There's something about the path of righteousness and then,
Yeah, he says
Yeah.
some cryptic shit, whatever.
well, yeah, this happens. Then you wake up on a couch and it's like you look in the mirror and then some demon runs up and jams you in the ass and you wake up again.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. I didn't
Yeah,
understand
I don't
that at
know,
all.
Whatever.
Like, how'd you get back to your house?
I don't know. Isn't
You're not even at your house. You're at
MVH's?
MVH, Malcolm Van Horn's house. MVH, yeah.
Got butt slammed by monster, and then MVH, because I forgot what MVH was. But all right.
What I don't understand about Malcolm Van Horn's character is, first of all, how did he know where you were? How did he know how to pick you up and take you there? And he is constantly a character who's constantly getting involved and showing up at weird places. And then Ethan's just like, "Hey, man, what are you doing here? Like, what's the deal?"
Is he real?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
He drives you at one point.
Well, I mean, Brad Pitt also drives in Fight Club, but
Does he?
yeah, when they go in the car accident.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, nice. You had that ready to go. Nice.
He has that written down.
I do. All right, I'm done. I'm going home.
Gotta make sure my fucking points are cited.
Well, I didn't know if anybody else even talked to him because he's always there at weird times, like following him around. So
Yeah.
I thought he might have just been a figment of his imagination, but I guess I'm not.
So then you wake up and this old man's like, "Hey, I'll help you. I'll help you find this."
I'm a
suspect."
friend of your dad's. I'll help you.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so different now, Malcolm.
Yeah, apparently you know him from the past, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
Him and your dad are.
Well, he says you
besties.
look different. Like he
Yeah.
hasn't seen him in a long time. But he also elaborates that you'll be blamed for shooting the cops because it was your gun.
Yeah, he's really pushing that narrative hard.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just go in and explain what happened. I'm a cop.
Yeah.
They'll believe me."
His
And they'll be
fingerprints
like,
have to
"No."
on the gun.
Yeah.
right.
No, absolutely not. They won't believe you. They're going to throw you away. You have to solve this all yourself.
And somehow the lab girl, was her name Rosa?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
I was looking on my notes. I was like, I have it written somewhere, but I can't find it.
Well, yeah, she contacts me. He's like, "Oh no, I know you didn't kill him. I'll be nice. I just can't get caught talking to you."
Yeah,
Really?
she's on board real fucking quick to this whole thing. We're getting that a lot these last 2 weeks with people who are like, "This seems fishy. I'm going to just betray everything I've been sworn to protect because this seems off."
Oh, I work for the FBI? Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah. You seem like a righteous dude.
Her exact words.
Yeah. Quoted.
Yeah, but he keeps... I was very confused, and we'll probably get to it later.
I'm confused again.
I'm already confused.
I watched the speed run, watched the movie, and now we're talking about it. I was confused all the time. So I'm even more confused now.
Like,
I understand, like, the main narrative. I understand that Ethan is essentially...
Trying to prove
he's an
innocent.
FBI agent. He's trying to find serial killers.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
yeah. Okay.
And a couple of the ones he's hunting have already been murdered.
Well, he doesn't know
by
that.
this-
They've been disappeared.
Yeah, we'll get we'll get through it. But the point I'm getting at is there's that real narrative, and then there's these horrible visions
Yeah.
that he's seeing, which you're like, oh, they're all in his head, and then they're not.
Yeah, because they seem very specific to things that happened
Yeah, and
in real life.
these people are running around like zombies, even though they're just regular
junkies.
people. Yeah.
They're junky, but they're like dressed like normal people.
Yeah.
Like there's some with like no skin fighting you, but most of them are just like basically you are beating the shit out of and blowing away
Homeless dudes.
the mentally handicapped people that are living on the street.
Yeah. Well, you are a cop.
Now he's got a
Oh,
point.
Jesus. Jesus.
Some political talk now.
Wow. All right.
Hashtag not all cops.
Hashtag Blue Lives Matter.
Sarcasm.
Hashtag facetiousness.
All right.
Good stuff.
And then,
But do you think that would fly today?
Do you think
Like
it
if they
would fly
release
ever?
this No,
yeah, like, what time?
no,
did-
not the action. I'm talking about this game mechanic that you're
Oh,
like, these
I
people
thought
are
he-
just crazy. You gotta just shoot them.
I thought he was talking about it in real life too.
No,
No,
I was not.
I think people would complain that
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you're just shooting junkies.
Well, I mean, there's no real reason for them to be attacking everybody.
Well, they're like anybody in a video game. That's you just kill.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like the disposable drone enemies.
Yeah, like the
But they-
psychos in Borderlands.
but these are just like junkies on the street. I don't know. I don't like it, but you can live with it.
All right, we'll power forward. We'll go ahead and power forward.
Yeah.
Where are we with Malcolm Van Horn now?
So he says you have to prove you're innocent and I guess chase down the guy who shot the cops and let you live for some reason.
Oh yeah, I had a question here. Did you get your gun back?
No, he took it.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I also wondered that too. Like, how would they even know he did it if his gun's gone?
Yeah, your gun just disappeared. If you would have stayed at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. He took my gun, knocked me out, and shot those 2 dudes.
Yeah. And this old guy's here. How do I know he didn't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess to the police, it wouldn't be like... You'd be a person of interest, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you were on site, now they can't find you. They're like, we got to find this dude. Like, maybe he can tell us what happened. Not, oh, dude, it's clearly his fault. He's missing. His gun's missing, obviously, because his gun was with him.
Yeah.
How would they know he was shot by his gun?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's a 15-year-old game, so I guess we can expect
Yeah.
that.
All right. Well, this is before, I guess, the FBI was listening to your conversations constantly when they could just tell.
No, they probably were, but you didn't know it at the time.
Yeah, probably.
You're right. You're right.
But anyway, you hook up with Rosa,
Yes.
right? Which, by the way, they like the FBI. If he's this person that of interest that they're looking to find immediately, and they think he killed everybody, why didn't they just look at his phone, like trace the phone?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That technology exists.
You tell me Rosa wasn't gonna, like, the FBI couldn't find out where he was going through listening to Rosa?
And I mean, she just called him.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have just called him.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, we forgot about that.
We lost that tool in our investigation.
I don't know.
Detector box.
Yes, detector box. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
You're welcome.
So,
But anyway, so where do you go from
So
here?
the cops show up at the door where you and MVH are hanging out.
yeah. And you said this was NVH's? No, this was your apartment.
I don't know. I don't know what it is anymore.
It's definitely your apartment because Rosa says something about the couch and a fucking Christmas party.
Oh,
at
yeah.
your- at your place.
That's real weird, too.
Yeah. I was like, really? It's like 2 small rooms and he had a Christmas party?
Through most of this game, I thought MVH and Rosa were both parts of his imagination.
Yeah, me too.
I see. My theory in the beginning was that he was the killer.
That's what I thought, too. And that these were part of his personality. Like, she was the FBI part, and MVH was the trying to rationalize. Yeah, whatever. This game isn't as complicated as I gave it credit
No,
for.
yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. We're trying to like dissect the multiple layers. Then it's like, oh, there aren't. And there's like 2.
I also watched Six Souls right before I watched this, so I was kind of in that mindset, too.
I don't even know what that is.
Six Souls with Julianne Moore and some other dude I can't remember.
The guy with multiple personalities?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Side note, anyway.
So the cops are outside your door, aren't they? And
Yeah.
you just decide to bounce out the window or something?
Yeah, I think that's what you do. I think that's what he did in the speedrun. There's a lot of jumping through walls. That
She's like, all right, get out of your house. Go out. Go across the street to the metro.
Yeah, way too much first person platforming and
I hate
running around.
first-person platforming, for the record.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. We've been through this already.
Not enough. But then you're chasing someone through the metro, right? Is it the killer?
Yeah. Well, it's supposedly the suspect.
Yeah. And he's right there the whole time, and you're just chasing him.
And he's wearing like a fucking
Orange jumpsuit,
like
yeah.
he just broke out of prison. I don't understand that.
While you're beating the homeless to death. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah. I have beat some junkies.
Yeah, I've attacked by crazies, is what I have.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Follow suspect. He knocks you down the stairs.
Yeah. There was one. I did like the part when you get on the train and you're like sitting in there and you're watching like the junkies like chase you and they can't catch up. And then he knocks you off the train somehow.
Yeah. You can't break the window, but he can break it outwards.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
It's classic reverse breaking windows.
I wasn't even going to mention that because I did not understand it at all. I'm like, wait, what is happening? And then all of a sudden he's investigating a subway car. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, because you find the hideout with tools and blueprints and shit.
Where he apparently lived and all kinds of...
and a size 14D shoe print.
And a bunch of newspaper articles about serial killers.
That you just so happen to be the FBI agent investigating.
14 is a huge fucking shoe, by the way.
Yeah, 14D.
That's like so it's a wide one, too. It's like a fucking clown shoe, basically.
Wait. Is he Bigfoot?
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, see, there you go again, putting more layers on. You're trying
Way too
that
many
aren't
layers.
fucking there.
Bigfoot criminal origins.
This isn't a 7-layer burrito. It's just a generic Taco Bell taco.
It's not even supreme.
Look, it's just a thinking theory of what would happen if Bigfoot was a serial killer.
Maybe that's why we can't find him.
Oh man, wouldn't that be the way we find Bigfoot? Anyway, so
Well, and then
See-
he keeps having flashbacks of what this guy was doing. I don't know if are those actually flashbacks or him like running the process through his head of what the guy did?
Well, doesn't Van Horn tell him, like, you have a gift?
Oh yeah, some supernatural
Yeah,
gift.
like you can see.
Okay, that. Well, I'm not gonna say it makes sense.
No,
but
of course it doesn't.
no, they refer to it as like his instincts is what they called it.
Oh, so that's what that flashbacks are when he's like seeing the killer do things.
Yeah, well, he never told somebody. He's like, these aren't instincts, dude. I'm seeing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was a painfully obvious poor storytelling element that was like, oh, this guy's clearly the killer because he remembers doing this.
That's exactly what I thought
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Like I stopped even thinking about it at some point because I was like, oh yeah, obviously he's the killer.
True.
Man, were we surprised.
Yeah.
Surprised or disappointed?
I don't know.
Or both.
I
We'll
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, you find these clues in the subway car, and they lead you to an abandoned department store in a area of town called Burnside.
Yeah, because you find doll parts just randomly together, and you can track them to where they were.
Yeah.
With your phone and a UV light.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are special mannequins. They stopped making them in 1995 when this department store was shut down. And
I can't remember if that was in the game or if
I'm
you're
making
actually
it up.
okay.
But it sounds.
I was gonna
just
say,
it sounds-
you
it
wrote
could have
that
been-
fucking part down.
Yeah, that's what I was
Seriously?
like, all right, like he could have said that.
yeah, it's pretty much what they said. It's like, yeah, it was only at this department store, so go there. So that's when you jump on the subway car.
And then you're going through the department store and you get to one part where there's like mannequins just moving around without you looking at part at times. Like you turn around and they're there, and you turn around and they're somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's just, well, mannequins are scary in general.
Oh,
But
yeah. And then once you're there with the mannequins and all, then you get a call from your boss. And he's like, yo.
Yes.
Go in.
Farrell, I believe his name is.
Yeah. He's like, we want you to come in, blah, 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 get help.
yeah. See, this makes me think they think he's going crazy.
Yeah. Because doesn't he say, like, get help?
Yeah. But maybe that just means lawyer up.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
We kind of skipped over it, but this is also the moment where he's breaking into the department store and Van Horn just fucking walks up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like, what are you doing here? Oh, it's just a coincidence. Isn't that crazy?
He's like, I thought I
saw you
saw
from
you.
across the street. I was getting a hoagie.
But then I love this is probably my favorite line is when Van Horn says, "They aren't going to let this drop."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
no shit.
There's 2 cops that were killed.
It's like a 2-hour go fucking murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
like,
first
yeah,
off,
you know
there was
what?
a serial killer murder, and then 2 cops were shot at the scene.
It's like it's kind of late. I don't know, guys. Should we just pretend we didn't find
Let's
this one?
go home and come back with fresh minds tomorrow.
Really, just let Thomas alone. I'm sure he'll turn himself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But also, I did notice at this point, unrelated, is the camera that you have.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you're taking the digital camera pictures, whatever, to detect shit? It actually makes a beep that sounds exactly like the PlayStation beeps.
Oh, really? Like the beep beep when it turns on?
Yeah, like when your PlayStation's turning on or off. That
No, that would annoy me so much.
That's where they got the idea for the PlayStation 4.
I was like, "Why is my shit shut?" Oh, it's a camera. And then I kept hearing it. But anyway, he's going through the department store. Ethan, he's having all kinds of. I just have written down murder flashbacks.
That's what they are.
That's perfect.
Yeah. It's better than your detector box. But,
Barely. I thought that was
I have
gold, but
written here that a mannequin gets chucked down the stairs
Yeah.
with a note on it that says leave.
yeah. Well, I guess I'm done here.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay. Well, can't argue
I guess
with
that's
that.
the killer throwing it down.
I guess.
But it seems like it would take longer to write the note, attach it to a mannequin, and throw it than just run away.
Or shoot him with the gun you already
Yeah.
stole from him.
it's like this is kind of weird. I'm just gonna bail. Like maybe he'll let it drop, but the cops will not.
And then you keep going through the department store, and you end up with another dead body and a mannequin, kind of similar to the matchmaker scene in the beginning.
Yeah, it's almost identical.
Except it's a guy that's
Except for
killed
it's
instead of a
opposite.
woman.
Yeah. And they say, oh, well,
That
the
must be him.
footprint's the same,
Yeah, and he's missing his index finger.
but the handprint was different. That was on the guy's neck.
Yeah, but he's missing the finger with the mannequin, like the dead guy is.
Yeah, and he has the same face pattern from a
Yeah.
scar or something.
So they immediately jump to the conclusion that this killer must be killing serial killers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, upon
That's
further-
why all those other guys disappeared.
That's why there were X's on the other names.
Yeah, that was pretty great. That was quite a logical leap. I mean, it ended up paying off for him.
Yeah. I guess his instincts were right.
Yeah.
But what is that thing? There's an actual name for it where someone investigating something will find a suspect they like, and then that becomes their focus, and then everything just kind of supports that theory, even if it's not correct.
It's sort of like tunnel vision, but I don't know exactly what the...
Yeah. There's an actual name for it,
Yeah.
but tunnel vision, that's a
Yeah,
good way
I
to
know-
put it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they make the evidence point to that guy instead of...
But anyway, that's exactly what's happening, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they find a dead body they think is the matchmaker who's been killing people, and they assume that the guy he's chasing is now a serial killer for serial killers.
That must be Dexter.
Yeah, it's Dexter style.
Yeah, and this is also where it might be a little bit later when Rosa shows up, but I think at this point is when they start calling him just serial killer X.
Yeah.
Yeah. SKX.
That's what I have him written down as.
That's
SKX.
how it was in the
Oh, was it?
credits and shit.
Oh.
So is that what we're doing? SKX and MVH?
Yeah, it sounds
It
good.
makes
Alright.
it easier to write in my notes and read it later than writing everybody's name.
Well, actually, I
point.
kept writing serial killer, until I saw they called him SKX in the game. I was like, get the fuck out. That's a great idea.
But is anybody else shocked that there were this many goddamn serial killers in this city?
No, there's serial killers everywhere all the time.
You just don't know about them because
Yeah.
there's usually other ones
What is it,
killing
like
them.
10,000? Yeah. They don't count the serial killers who kill serial killers in the official numbers.
Yes.
But isn't there like
10,000.
10,000 in the United States alone at all times or something like that? Maybe not that many because that's seems like
Yeah.
quite a bit. Maybe 1,000.
Well, didn't they just find one, like a crazy, like some guy just admitted to like 98 serial killings?
Oh, well, the one in California?
I don't
The
know.
Golden State Killer that they found on...
No, it was
Oh.
another guy, some like old guy that they just got, and he's like,
Oh, I know what you're talking. I'm gonna go look it up. But he admitted, or like he went to jail for one. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's like 60 other ones. I did.
yeah, and the
Or some
FBI
kind of
was like,
crazy shit
holy
like
shit,
that.
he knows a lot of these details. Yeah.
Yeah, because usually they're like they get arrested and they're like, oh yeah, I know what happened, but look, well I get less time, and they just make up a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy.
But this guy was like, oh, he's naming a lot of these.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah? Huh.
I don't remember all their names, yeah.
No, he did. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
But I assume this is a large city where 14 serial killers...
Yeah, it's
and
like New York-ish or
Yeah.
something, right?
they do call it Metro, I think is the name of the city.
Yeah.
But anyway, after you decide that this is Dexter running around killing serial killers, you look at the next name on your serial killer list, and it's, I can't remember his name, the Torturer.
Torturer.
And
I love his means of killing people.
yeah.
What is it? I have no
He
idea.
tortures you until you kill yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Before we get into it, the guy who confessed recently or was arrested is a guy by the name of Samuel Little.
Man, it sounds like a serial killer name.
Convicted of the murders of 3 women in California between 1987 and 1989, 1 woman in Texas in 94. He claims to have killed as many as 93, and investigators have linked him to over 60.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's impressive.
He got them numbers up. Jesus Christ.
Serial killer lives matter.
So, yeah. So, you decide that you need to do some research on the torturer, even though you've been chasing him for how many years, and you
Yeah,
have to go
like,
to
you
the
don't-
abandoned library to figure this out.
Yeah. And it's like Rose is like, hey, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the creepy library.
Yeah,
wherever
what?
it
There's
is.
a bunch of junkies and killers? Yeah, I'll meet you there. That's fine.
Okay,
But-
so I need some clarification here. Because I could have been correct or dozed off during this part of the movie, but you know that list he had with all the serial killers with the X's by the names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't they say something along the lines of these are all people Ethan was investigating?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so Ethan never fucking put it together that these other however many people are now dying.
Well, he
They
didn't
never-
know who they were.
Yeah.
He just know that their serial killings had stopped.
Oh, okay, that does make a lot more
And
sense.
I guess he would assume that they were killed by themselves because they were killed in the manner that they were killing people. So
Yeah, they
it
assumed that
wouldn't
there was.
really.
I think they say some point that the last victim was the person then who was doing the killings.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you wouldn't really figure that out if
Yeah.
you're trying to find them.
Yeah, I guess, yes, to them it would just look like another victim,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think that Rosa says something about that along the way.
There's a lot of exposition in this library.
Yeah.
Like they come to a lot of conclusions
Yeah.
in this library.
Then when you first meet Rosa, you have some kind of weird flashback where you, I don't know, start swinging at the air.
Doesn't Van Horn give you a ride to the library here?
Yeah. I just assume he's everywhere.
Yeah. And
that's what made me think he was part of his imagination too, because when Rosa shows up, he's not there anymore.
He's not there, yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
This is where she shows you a folder, your own folder. Like,
yeah.
Here, check this out.
Oh, the torturer.
It's like, no, this is your folder, and it says, you got some weird brain thing that they blacked out.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
redacted.
She gives him like his personnel file with a whole bunch of redacted shit they never told him.
Personnel would have access to that.
I know, right? Yeah. But it's like I guess his bone and muscle structure is super strong, which is how they explain in the game why he can like fall huge distances.
Yeah.
Or like regenerate health.
Hit with pipes and shit.
And the FBI like never told him any of this, and I guess he never put it together.
Yeah, because it took the FBI to figure it out and not just regular.
Well, he just assumes he's tough.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy.
So he's like,
I'm a big guy and I'm good with knots.
he's like Bruce Willis in what's the Unbreakable.
Yeah,
exactly. And Rosa's like Samuel Jackson.
Exactly. Yeah. God damn it, Chump Slap, you get me.
But that means Rosa's the bad guy.
Uh-oh.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
No. Well, let's just call it a day. But yeah, that was really weird that she had the personnel file.
Yeah.
And none of that stuff in the personnel file, it just like it hinted to something where maybe it's kind of weird and supernatural, but
it kind of made you think that you were the killer.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it does. I was expecting at some point to be able to see his finger missing.
Yeah, right. Well, doesn't he get his finger cut off?
He does, but that's way later.
Yeah.
That's like the last scene.
So in this abandoned library, they get to the computers and hack into the FBI computer. Right?
Yes. But
yes.
You fall through the floor.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, and you're in what looks like a jail cell.
Yeah. And you and Rosa keep like swapping off on doing things with the light. It's kind of.
And you guys split up constantly?
Yeah.
Come on.
And this is what the other part that really got to me is the people that not the bums, the junkies or whomever that are attacking you are like demonists. Like they don't have skin. And they're crawling on all floors, and Rose is like, "Oh, those crazy junkies! I tell you what."
Yeah, they're like all emaciated too, and like
it's some weird drug in this city, I guess. I don't know.
Do they actually mention that, or are you just assuming that's what?
I just assume.
I get they keep saying
it's
junkies and
bath salts.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't. Okay.
I don't really remember how they got to this point, but they say some kind of gym teacher knows who the torturer is.
Oh, yeah. How did they get that?
It was on a news thing or something, and I don't know. And for some reason, they decide they have to get to the school and try and talk to this gym teacher.
Isn't that why they're at the library to figure out where the gym teacher worked? That's why they're trying to get records.
Yeah, I don't really remember how they got from the library to the school.
Well, I know they go to find the gym teacher because he knows who the torturer is. Or he knows, or is it the serial killer?
Yeah, because the gym teacher was in charge of emotionally disturbed kids, and they think that one of the kids was the serial killer.
Yeah.
So that's why they're looking for the teacher.
So they assume that SK Squared is going to go to the same thing and get the information that they want.
Yes.
Because I guess he just did this on the news and nobody interviewed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what, yeah. I don't know. It was weird.
Well, that was the local cops. The FBI weren't in on it yet, you know?
Yet.
Well, yeah, because when Rosa and him are talking about it, the SKX guy overhears this whole conversation. He's like, oh yeah, I better go to school.
He's like standing right outside the door.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, they figured it out for me.
Yeah. I'll just go.
Yeah. And then Rosa gets abducted?
I think she just goes to the lab. She goes back to the lab.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she just leaves.
And then you get to the school, and MVH is standing there like, hey, you breaking into a school?
Sweet, I'll help.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I'm also here. That's strange. Like.
And then you go to find the gym teacher who's apparently in this abandoned school.
Yes.
Mr. Tibbetts, I believe his name was.
Sam. I thought it was Timmons.
Tibbetts.
Tibbetts.
Sam
Tibbetts.
Yes.
All right.
Because you find his lips, and it's like, oh, let me see. Yep, that's his DNA. Then you find his arm and shit.
They do DNA tests pretty quickly with those special things.
Just with a picture.
You mean it doesn't work like that in real life?
Well, it did in 05, not anymore.
Okay.
You look for him, and apparently the torturer got to him, I guess, because he's all fucked up.
Yeah.
And he says,
he's not all fucked up. He's dead. He's in a locker.
well, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's alive in a locker.
Is he? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
He tells you who the torturer is.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yes. Anyway.
He's like, who did this to you? Oh, it's this guy.
Carl Anderson?
Carl Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
All right, I have a question here. Stop. When you're in the pool in the school.
Are you cool? Do you drool?
And you're not a fool. But you're having these flashbacks. And the shit's hitting you and it's actually hurting you?
I don't know.
Because like your health's going down.
Yeah.
From the visions you're having. I didn't understand that. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of things that are, but
you go to this apple farm that Carl Anderson apparently lives at, or is staying at, or something.
Well, don't you find pesticides?
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, what the hell's that?
Where's
all
that?
about?
Yeah. Then you know it's the apple farm.
Well, they used it on apples, so.
Is there an apple farm around here, MVH? I'll take you there.
There used to be one.
but it's abandoned now. Like, clearly that's the
An
one.
abandoned apple farm. How scary does that
You know why?
get?
It's a bad case of apple maggots. That's what they say.
That's right.
Apple maggots?
Oh, those apple maggots.
Yeah, I'll have to close it down now.
That's strange.
So
But, all right.
MVH drives you to the abandoned apple farm and drops you off at the barn. He's like, I'll pick you up later.
Yeah, take it easy.
And then you're going around through the whole barn and house, I guess.
Oh, when
seeing
you're finding them.
visible writings everywhere.
Yeah, some guy just went around putting these secret writings that he knew you'd have a UV light to read.
Of course, obviously. You guys don't carry one around with you to find semen stains everywhere?
Well, I just don't like to look.
Okay.
I hang it from my belt so it shines out forward.
I put it in my pocket like in Silent Hill style.
Yeah. Smart.
But you go through the thing, and then you have a flashback of the torturer killing himself on a poker.
Yeah. Then you go upstairs. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Yeah, he's just sitting on a poker.
Which looks like he just did it.
Yeah.
Like minutes before you got there.
You think if he was going to kill himself, there's a better way to do it than impaling yourself on a poker.
And it doesn't even show, like, how was he tortured to do that?
I don't know. They don't show that.
Like, what the fuck? He was running around by himself in his fucking house.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I guess serial killer X comes back and he has a great plan that he'll pretend he's Carl Anderson and pretend to be on the poker when he comes so he can jump up and catch him.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because your lab, what's her name? Rosa. They cut it off. Your boss is finally like, you've been using the lab. Knock it off.
Oh, that's what I meant by suspended.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just like calls. He's like, nope.
Nope, you can't have any more.
Rosa can't help you. And then she's like, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
And then I guess she gets in absolutely no trouble for that, or she's very cavalier about the whole situation.
Yeah. Was she just like, I was trying to see if he was the killer, you know? She just lied to the FBI? I don't know.
So he stages the scene to pretend he's serial killer X. Because I assume he somehow knows that. No, he pretends he's a torturer.
Yeah, yes.
So he can jump serial killer X when serial killer X comes back.
And then.
Which I don't know why he would come back, but it's a chase scene starts and you have to chase.
Doesn't SKX strangle Van Horn here?
No, a little bit
He
later.
like knocks him out. Oh, okay.
Because you're chasing the serial killer and you fight him a little bit. And he says,
Mm-hmm.
I've been following you to get these serial killers.
Yeah. How do you not notice this guy? You're an FBI agent. How do you not notice someone following you all the fucking time?
Especially in an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's very, yeah.
Then serial SKX cuts off your finger. I don't know exactly how he does that, but it's pointless, so we'll skip over it.
Yeah.
And this is where MVH jumps in after your finger's cut off, and then he then SKX fucks up MVH.
Yeah, so stupid.
And then some weird stuff happens with some kind of like
Hellraiser
sword.
guy?
Yeah, I have Star Wars Kid, but with a sword. Because that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
was just-
swinging around.
He was always going, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not understand that Hellraiser thing.
No, this whole apple briar sequence, I'm just, oh man, I don't understand most of what's happening.
No, I don't either. But I guess he eventually knocks out SKX, and him and MVH drive away and put SKX in the trunk.
Yeah, but do you think you killed him or something, and then you think you killed Hellraiser?
No,
right?
yeah, the Hellraiser, they refer to that demon, I guess, as the Hate.
Yeah, okay. I thought I saw that somewhere. But
Which is, I guess, I don't see. This is so fucking confusing because it's supposed to be like the physical manifestation of all the hate in the city, kind of like Ghostbusters 2
yeah. Kind of.
with the ooze. But
Slime Square.
but that shit doesn't make any sense
No, it doesn't.
because it doesn't affect anyone else except for maybe the junkies are infected by the hate, or are they fueling the hate? This whole fucking thing is just.
Or is the hate just helping SKX?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
is he his buddy?
Or is he like a manifestation of SKX or part of it? I don't know. They don't really explain any of that.
They play that last battle as if the hate is a physical being in the real world.
Because, yeah, you're fighting it,
Yeah.
right?
Right, but up
In a
until
burning
then,
barn.
yeah, right, exactly. But up until then, you could just see it as like a bunch of bullshit going on in your head.
Yeah.
But then all of a
just
sudden,
looks
it's
like
funny. You're
this.
like, wait, this is real? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then you beat him and you beat SKX and then you drive away with Malcolm.
Yep.
And
And you're like, wait.
pull over. We're just gonna shoot this guy in the trunk.
Yeah. And then you have a choice here, apparently?
I don't know.
You can shoot him or not.
Yes.
I just have Mexican standoff.
No, this
Doesn't
is the thing.
matter.
You can choose to shoot him or not shoot him. But if you choose not to shoot him, he pulls out a gun and blows his head off anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah.
Either
What
way,
happens
he's
if you
dead.
shoot him? Same thing?
Yes, he's just dead.
He just dies.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of the end. And Rosa calls, or is it just news that they say that there's a cult that was responsible for all these?
Yeah. Well, you meet Rosa in a fucking diner or something.
Oh, that's right. And she's
she's like, hey, turns out he wasn't working alone. And
yeah,
for some reason, you're still allowed to just go. But apparently the FBI still thinks it was you because Rosa's bugged.
wired. Yeah, she writes down she's wired because that's how that works.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A really awkward silence when he asks the question.
Yeah. No, wink, wink.
But they said that while they were talking, Ethan said, hey, I've been cleared of all the deaths.
Yeah.
Like, he says that. He's like, there's no investigation. They cleared me. I'm fucking back
Yeah.
at work. So why is she
And
even
she's-
wired at all?
Yeah, and then
Because she says that they actually think that he was working with somebody else.
yeah, and that they say something about a cult.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
dumb.
And
This
then
cult that they didn't mention until fucking now, basically.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, it's the cult of hate.
Right, of course.
So then you're like, all right, Rosa. Well, it's been nice knowing you.
Yeah.
You go into the bathroom. I assume you take a piss. Maybe a shit. I don't know. They don't show
Maybe.
that part. But then you just stand above the sink, washing your face and hands, and then flash. Oh no! It turns out you see yourself as the manifestation of hate.
Dude, I don't
Yeah,
know. Is the
something like
hate
that.
inside you? Are you sleeping with it?
Should we have looked at the wiki or something?
Were you the hate? I did, and it didn't say anything.
Okay.
Were you the hate all along?
I don't know. It's so.
Was there a Van Horn?
How much of this was in your
It
head?
still might not have been a Van Horn.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure that it wasn't all in your head.
No, I'm not either. But I guess at the end, he does say he's cleared of all the stuff and he's back at work. So it's like, or no, he was taking like
no,
some
he's
time
laid
off.
off or something. Yeah, forced vacation.
Right, while they look into it more. So who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it did make sense.
All right, so that's it. That's the game. I guess anybody have any final thoughts? Anything they want to talk about?
Now let's get this over with.
Enough talking about this stupid game. Sorry, guys. It's a little slappy.
I mean, they get considering how much they're paying to listen to the podcast. I think they get what they paid for, right?
Yeah, we owe them money for this one.
Yeah. All right, well then let's just roll right into it. Let's go with final thoughts, and we're starting with you, Mr. Chump Slap, because it's your fault you made us watch this. So, Mr. Chump Slap, would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
Well, let's see. Would I play it? I had a crazy feeling of deja vu when I started watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I think was this around GameFly time, like 2005?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I think I might have GameFlyed it and played the beginning, or maybe
it was
my
just the
roommate
hate making
owned
you
it.
think you.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it seemed familiar, but then I was like, wait a second. I never finished it.
Right.
So, no, I wouldn't play it. Did the story work for me? No, I wouldn't say it did. I mean, it was interesting if you just look at the bare bones of it. I mean, I like the idea that you're going around trying to investigate a serial killer, trying to find some guy who set you up, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. But the way it was done, it didn't work. It had way more questions than it did answers. I guess that's why they made a second one. I don't know.
I'm sure that answers all the questions that were lingering. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, but so no, I wouldn't play it. No, the story didn't work for me. I gave it a 5 out of 27.
Wow, that's brutal.
Well, it's slightly better than Siphon Filter 2.
That's true. That's true. So, well, let's just roll into it. Dr. Syintist, would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
No, I would not play it. Story? No, I'm confused. It makes less sense every time I look at it. I still don't know what's going on. It's kind of ridiculous, and they throw in a supernatural aspect at the end. I guess they do the whole game when you're having flashbacks, but it's just ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I gave it 3 stars, which I'm debating about giving it 2, but I'll stick with 3.
All right.
Okay. As long as you're not stealing other people's stars like you did the one time.
It's not that bad. This is a million times better than Jurassic the Hunted.
Well, at least this has I mean, yeah, we
Coherent
were
story?
confused about it. Yeah, like the story moved forward and we were able to, at its basic level, follow what's happening.
Yeah, not
Unlike
like
Jurassic the Hunted.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess.
Jesus.
What about you, Scotchy?
Would I play it? No, I would not. I remember it wasn't this game. I think I played the demo for the sequel when it came out.
Jeez. Don't get too difficult and don't dive too deep into this game.
I know, right? I downloaded the free part, played it, and was like, nope, and then got rid of it. Would I play it? No. That's the short answer to that. Mostly because there's too many good games out there, but even if I had unlimited free time to play every single game I wanted to, I probably still would not play this.
Boom. Take that, Condemned.
So, what did the story work for me? I'm with you, Chump Slap. I think there's a coherent narrative in here, and it's
You just don't know where
at
it is.
least. Well, I mean, it's intriguing. The parts that we can make sense of, where you're playing a game, it's sort of a puzzle game, but it's not really, and it's also melee, beating innocent people to death, and they're like the serial killer aspect of them trying to. It's compelling. It's fine, but the whole supernatural stuff doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever.
No, none.
I mean, if they would have just came out at the end and said, you're seeing shit, none of this actually... Like, they don't even explain it. How do you have a physical fight with this manifestation of hate? It's very, very confusing, and it was very poorly handled, so I'm going to say the story did not fucking work for me at all. It worked against me, but would I score it? I'm going to say there were some interesting ideas in here, so I'm going to be gracious this time, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 27.
16 out of 81.
That's still real bad, guys.
We should actually get an average of them all and see.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
for us.
We keep saying one of these weeks we have to start doing good games again, if we get around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. They're not as fun, though.
That's true.
What was the
It's
last
less
good
fun.
game we did? Borderlands 2.
That we all liked? Yeah, probably. So none of us played this, right? We forgot to go over that.
No. I think I played the first 20 minutes. Unless it was like what you said. Maybe it was a
demo of
demo.
the second game.
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I can't wait till we do the sequel.
I know. It's going to be great.
Can we wait a long time until we do it?
Couple weeks.
I know I'm not picking it.
It's pretty slappy.
It is pretty slappy. It's quite a slapper if I've ever seen one. But any final thoughts? Anything anybody else wants to talk about before we go ahead and put this one to bed?
No. Stay away from this game. Whoever you are.
Yeah.
All right. That does it. I mean, I feel like there's a good game in here somewhere.
But you're wrong.
I feel
Maybe I am.
slightly worse than 9/11. I don't know.
That's a bold take.
I don't know.
That is a bold take.
Worse-
I mean, I'm saying it's not good, but
Worst thing
fuck me.
since 9/11? Can we say that?
No, because Jurassic the Hunted, I think, was in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it's just bad.
One of the top 5 worst things.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
And number 2 would be the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, woof. Let's not get into it.
And the Phillies winning the World Series.
Nah, that doesn't matter as much, though.
That happened?
I don't know since 9/11.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's get into our favorite segment of every week then, which is Syintist's Lock of the Week. Every week, we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed gambling pick. So this week, Syintist, who do you got?
I got Mitchell Healy to take the entire Montana State Horseshoe Championship.
Ooh, Mitchell.
He's the reigning champ. He'll do it again.
Wow.
Bet on him.
Even after this off-season surgery?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Have you watched him shoe lately?
Yeah, he seemed a little off to me.
I think he's good. I think he's had enough practice since the surgery.
I mean, he's a pro.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn pro.
Yeah,
So
you do that, Mitch.
you heard him, Mitchell Healy for the Montana
State Horseshoe Championship.
State Horseshoe Champion. I knew that. I remember stuff you said seconds ago. But yeah, take all your money, buy stuff, then sell that stuff, then get your money back, then sell that money, put it all on this match because it's a guaranteed pick.
It's a sure thing.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to go to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slap's recommendation window. Perfect. Every week we ask Chump Slap for a recommendation. This week I actually sort of had one prepared. I came up with it halfway through this episode.
My favorite oatmeal.
Favorite serial killer.
No, that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
No, but we are going to go with a Halloween.
A detector box?
Try it again.
We're going to go with a Halloween theme here.
All right.
So, Chump Slap, the best Halloween candy out there. What is it? No, this is Halloween. It could be specific to this time of year, or it could be just a general candy, but it's got to be something you actually receive on Halloween. You can't say Toblerones. No one fucking gives those out.
Oh, maybe not where you're
Yeah.
at. I go to
Maybe
the
not.
rich,
Not in your
rich parts.
Yeah, our affluent neighborhood.
Favorite Halloween candy. Well, I'm a sucker for fruity shit. Everyone knows that.
It's widely known, yes.
So I'm gonna have to go with the little packs of 2 Starbursts that you get.
That's a sweet one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
It kind of annoys me when you get 2 of the same color in it.
I know, right? You get 2 reds or something.
Yeah,
like-
it's just ridiculous.
but I saw these. They have like 2 flavors in each one. They're like mix-ups. I just saw them this year. I don't know, crazy.
They're getting crazy with their Starburst technology.
Yeah, so it's like you get 4 flavors instead of just 2. It's fun. Woo-hoo.
So at most,
Where
you
was
get
this
4.
shit when we were growing up?
I know, right?
We wouldn't be the same people.
No, you probably wouldn't even have this podcast.
No.
No, we grew up on fucking Fun Dip, and we loved it.
Dude, Fun Dip is amazing.
Yeah,
Sugar powder and sugar sticks.
and then they changed the recipe for the flavor stick.
I
Did
know.
you know that?
Yeah, it's all chalky now.
Yeah,
not
it's
as good
not
as it
even
used
like
to be.
vanilla or whatever it used to be. It's fucking garbage.
Well, let's make sure for our next very special episode we're eating a shitload of Fun Dip.
Old Fun Dip. You got to find it.
Like, I need Fun Dip that was manufactured pre-9/11.
Just the sticks.
Exactly.
Oh, just there's probably a box under a conveyor belt somewhere of just Fun Dip sticks.
Someone who didn't like the sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just been using them as chalk or something. Who knows? But,
Let's end this.
yeah, let's go ahead and end this. Let's say somebody wanted to send an email of some hot tips on where we can get some old Fun Dip sticks. Where would they send that email to, Mr. Chump Slap?
Please send that to plottytime@gmail.com, and I will personally respond and pay good money for those Fun Dip sticks. Jeez, that's
Say
all
that
I
5 times fast.
I almost said fun dicks.
It's Freudian
Nice.
slip.
So go ahead and send us those hot tips. If they wanted to tell us why Fun Dip was amazing or awful, and they needed to tell us right now, where would they find us on social media, Dr. Syintist?
At Plotty Time on the Insta G's and the Twit T's.
Oh, learning the lingo of the children. I love it. But that about does it for us this week. So, I don't know. We'll talk to you next week. Play some games. Don't trust anything Chump Slap says, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
It's true.
Later.